Titanis Gojira, widely known as Godzilla, first appeared in 1954. The Titan is considered to be a hero, though he will do anything necessary to protect the Earth from threats. Godzilla is shown to be the most dominant out of the rest of the Titans. We call him the king of the monsters.
Whew. Alright guys, so today is October 31st. It is Halloween. But I don't really care about that. Today is deadlift. I have an RP 7 to 8 today with triples. I think a 4x3 at 7 to 8. The humidity is, I don't even want to look at it. I knew from the minute I walked out of my house, 88%. It was 92% this morning. Like, I've been pretty much up since 3:40 a.m. in and out because my wife was just kind of having a bit of a difficult time with our son last night. I think, well, it doesn't really matter, right? Point is, he was having a hard time going to sleep, so he wasn't being fussy. He just didn't want to get put down, right? So I woke up and I felt good enough essentially to step in and let her take some sleep. So me and him were kind of hanging out this morning, I did manage to get a little bit more rest throughout the night. Not honestly, like, I don't even want to call it sleep because I would doze off and then wake up every few minutes because he was on my chest and my neck, and I was scared of him rolling off, so I didn't really get deep sleep. I had one eye open essentially. But besides that, I don't feel too bad, I'm just gonna take what's there today. I don't want to force anything. This entire block is going to be heavy, so I'm gonna have more than one chance to pull something crazy. So today, it could be today, it might not be. Likelihood doesn't look very good, but that's not gonna change my intentionality, my direction, and the level of intensity that I want to bring to today's session. I might not feel perfect, but that's not gonna stop me from giving it 100% and balling out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my pre-mixed out. I might do, we'll just stay to one scoop. There's not really any need to scoop and a half today. So we'll just keep it at one scoop. And then we'll go ahead to the turf corner to go warm up. That warm up honestly felt really, really good on my body. So I want to see how it feels for a deadlift session. And then if it feels good, then it'll end up becoming a staple. But by the way, guys, it was raining this morning. So, I'm sure that's why the humidity is a little higher than normal. But it honestly smells great. It's like that post-rain smell. But all right, let's get these warm-ups out of the way. Oh. This stretch in particular, it's honestly 10 times better. It's still okay, but it's way better if you can have someone stand on top of you and essentially pin, not pin, but use their leg to keep this leg up while pushing it down and keeping this part of your chest, so that way you're getting stretched in opposite directions. And honestly, it feels pretty good on the abs and the low back. Whew. Now for the last one. All right, guys. Let's go put our singlet on and have a good workout. So that was 848 pounds. It honestly felt pretty good off the ground, but I want to show you guys something. %84 humidity. Now, what did I tell you guys about a month ago? If I could pull 850, 848 in this kind of temperature, I mean climate, it's not temperature. The temperature is like 75, 80, but the humidity, guys, I told you guys, if I could pull 848, I mean, I didn't give an exact number, but I said like mid to high eights. If I could pull mid to high eights in this kind of environment, what do you guys think is gonna happen when I get another 30% humidity kind of day or better? And to boot, that was probably the cleanest single I've had at that weight range all prep. I'm talking about like my shoulders behind the bar, my knees were locked out, hips all the way through. We are finally getting somewhere with deadlifts. God bless. I'm very happy with that. I mean, still, I wish I could have held it longer. It did start to roll on my my overhand after maybe like a half second at the top, but either way, like it is visibly cleaner than my 380, 837 from last week. Visibly cleaner. Like it just looks way more aesthetic. It looks like, oh shit, like that's a good deadlift type of thing, you know? So I'm very happy with this. Now I have triples, so I think what I'm gonna do for my first set is probably just do 716 and maybe work my way up to like 766 for 3 with like long holds. I don't really want to get too testy today. Just hit the prescribed workout with the prescribed RPE and just simply execute. This is what this week is. It's obviously not like lightweight anymore, like we're not deloading, but at the same time, I need it to be very precise and accurate. So accuracy requires a load that's not too heavy, but not too light. So I think 716 is a good weight to start based off how my singles felt. Like I feel pretty strong today. I'm not pulling a triple PR today. I mean, even I have limitations with the humidity. So I'm gonna take a bit of a rest period, maybe like 5 minutes, drink some water, and then we'll go ahead and continue with the back downs, baby. Shit hurt, bro, but it was locked in. I felt minty. Huh?
It's always your right hand that starts budging a bit, but it didn't.
It's because the way I pull slack, like.
Well, now when you just look a little bit different when you pull, but usually.
Yeah, like I pulled slack and then I wedged harder. That was good. Oh, I need to do that every time. So that's gonna wrap it up for today's deadlifts. Finished out with 771 for 3, and I need to do what I did on that set every single time. And I think I'm getting to a point where I'm getting more consistent earlier, not so much like picking up slack towards the end of the deadlifts. So we're making improvement. We're making improvement. I think what I did there is I breathed and braced, and I made sure my grip was secure, and then like I pulled really slack and wedged my hip like at the same time. And what happens when I do that is it's almost like the bar digs into my hand and it eliminates any wiggle room that there is for that bar to develop any kind of momentum. What it still can, but it just reduces the likelihood at a greater percentage, because those first 2 reps, like that bar did not move. It didn't roll at all. It rolled a little bit on the 3rd, but that might have been due to like some minor cuts on my hands opening up, like just a little bit of blood kind of smearing. But I still held it, still locked it out. I'm gonna walk away with a good set because I don't want to, like how we talked about this entire week, like I don't want to do too much and be back in a position where my momentum has to falter, because I need to have good sessions stacked on top of one another. And hitting a PR, going for a YOLO set is just not worth it at this point. Maybe like the last 4 weeks, but we're still 11, 12 weeks out. There's literally zero need to try to pull something crazy right now. I'm building momentum. I'm working on my technique. I'm being smooth with higher weight ranges. But now we have some leg accessories, so I think we're gonna do the hip press and then we'll go after that. All right, guys, so we ended up doing a toss-up and single leg press one today instead of the hip press. This works this part of my quad all the way to like this upper part of my glute. All right, guys, obviously standing the crows. So like we were telling you the other day, guys, pin loaded. Let's try like middle of the week, huh? When I just use my quad instead of my quad and my feet to spread, really works on this part, which is what I want. Yeah, but definitely gonna go up and wait for the next 2 sets, but not too shabby. You out here, boss? All right, man, you take care, boss. All right, guys, so that's gonna conclude today's workout. A pretty solid deadlift day all around. I did also, if you pull mixed, it is imperative that you have some form of nail clipper, or like just hand file kit, because trust me, this saves you so much trouble. Saves you so much trouble being able to clip loose skin and file it down, because that is the skin that when left unattended tears, right? And ever since I've been like carefully monitoring my hand skin and taking better care of it, it's just my hands have held greater sustainability throughout the days, right? I haven't really had a bad callus pop since whenever I was pulling twice a week. So that was another thing, is just lowering the, lowering the frequency, right, that I'm damaging that skin. But for accessories, we did 3 sets of 10 to 12 single leg press with single leg calf extension, 3x15 each leg. And then, let's see. After that, I did the outside one. I think that's abductor or adductor, 3x15 with single leg curls, 3x12. Pretty good day. 4 accessories, finished in a timely manner, and I don't even feel like dookie, because you guys got to remember, like, I've been kind of up since 3:30 this morning, right? I've been like awake since 6:30. So to come in here around 9 and be able to execute how I did today, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. But I don't really have much else to say today, guys. I mean, we're getting better. That's all that matters, is We are improving on a weekly basis. Every single lift is improving on a daily, weekly basis. I could not ask for more or less. Thank you, Jesus, you know? So I'm about to pack all of my stuff. I'm about to pack my stuff, and then we go home and go have lunch. And I do have my post-workout protein shake in my truck, so gonna chug that down and then make my happy ASS on my way home. But I will see you guys tomorrow for a bench session, fellas.